Hi, my name is Jonathan Hernandez. I'm an ASE Master Certified Technician and also lead technician for American Equipment. Today I'm going to be showing you how to properly lift a vehicle and make sure that you understand all the ins and outs of this operation. As you pull your vehicle in, you have these stop plates that's going to help you with the placement so you know exactly where to stop the vehicle. That also help you center it and make sure you have everything in the right place. So with these type of lifts, you want to make sure that if you utilize the adapters here, if these go up, you want to make sure this one and the rear one are in opposing directions. You never want them facing in the same direction. In the event that the vehicle shifts, it won't allow these to fall if these are opposing. Okay, so now that we have our vehicle in place, this particular vehicle is a unibody vehicle, so this you will want to pick up at the pinch points. So slide these arms in under the vehicle and we'll get them into position. So in the event you have a vehicle that has any kind of side steps or side skirts or anything like that, that's when we're going to want to utilize that extended adapter there. And you always want to make sure that your adapter is going to come in contact with your lifting point prior to anything else coming in contact with the, like in this case, the side steps. Okay, now that we have our vehicle set, we're going to go over here to our motor, and this is what we have as a momentary switch. As you push a button, that's going to engage the motor. So we're going to come up just a little bit until we make contact with the vehicle and make sure that we're good, make sure everything's making good contact. And now we'll come up just a few inches off the ground. Just like that. Okay, now that we have the vehicle just a few inches off the ground, we want to come to the front of the vehicle, give it a nice little shake, make sure that it's nice and well balanced. We don't have a whole lot of bouncing movement. That means our vehicle is balanced and the arms are making good contact with the vehicle. So now we can come back over here and get our vehicle up to whatever working height we're going to be working at today. So as we go up, we want to make sure we hear the locks engaging. You'll hear a click. And you always want to make sure that click is no more than a second apart. You're going to have two locks engaging on each tower, and make sure those locks aren't hitting more than a second apart. So we're going to come up and get to our working height, whether we're going to be changing tires or working underneath the vehicle. As soon as you get to that working height, make sure we lower the vehicle to a lock using the lowering valve right here. Doing that, it is now sitting on the locks and not sitting under any hydraulic pressure or relying on the cables. In the event of a failure, that will make sure the vehicle doesn't go anywhere. Okay, now that we've completed our service, we're ready to come down with our vehicle. So we're going to come over here, come up with the vehicle ever so slightly. And right now, make sure that you're coming down all the way with your locks right here. Pull that all the way down, make sure we're good there. Come up just a little bit, make sure those are fully disengaged, and then hit your lowering valve here to come down. As you're coming down, you'll see the vehicle come in contact with the ground. We also want to make sure that our carriages and arms come all the way down to make sure that the arm restraints and everything else are completely disengaged. So now that we have the vehicle down, we can clear the arms and back the vehicle out and return it to our customer. One thing I do want to add, if we're working on any type of taller vehicle, van, or anything with some type of rack on it, we do have a limit switch bar up here. So when you're raising that type of vehicle, we always want to keep an eye on that, make sure we're not going to come in contact with that. In the event that does happen, that's going to kill the electrical to the motor and keep it from going up any further so we don't damage the vehicle. At any point, if you have any questions or concerns with lifting a vehicle properly, you can refer to your manuals here that should be in your central office in the shop, and this will reference any lifting it correctly, and then this will actually reference any vehicles if you have any question as far as what the lifting points are. It'll have multiple vehicles in there that'll show you what the lifting points are and where these vehicles should be lifted at.